Hello and welcome to part two of the Orbital Yacht Club presentation. For the past 35 years, I've been sharing a vision of permanent human settlements in space with anyone who will listen. However, I always preface the vision with the statement, one of these days. A few years ago, I realized we have everything available to actually do it now, not in a small tin can environment with all the complexities of microgravity, but in a spacious platform with all the utility, security, and luxury we've come to expect in our lives. Be sure to like us on YouTube, post an awesome comment, and share it with your friends and family. Let's make this thing go viral so we can get the attention it deserves. Yes, we have everything available now to build the Orbital Yacht Club. By everything, I mean technologies, resources, finances, logistics, and laws. In part one, we showed the available technologies and resources. Now we will address the finances, logistics, and laws available to make the Orbital Yacht Club a success. Where will we get the funding to build and operate an Orbital Yacht Club? People around the globe currently spend over $37 billion a year in the cruise industry and nearly twice that amount, $74 billion, in the yachting industry. The hotel industry market is almost $200 billion and will naturally expand into low Earth orbit. The satellite industry market is over $200 billion and can obviously benefit from an Orbital Yacht Club. Finally, the aerospace industry market is over $300 billion. Every 1% of these markets we capture or grow will pay for over 100 launches per year. To put that in perspective, in 2020, there was a total of 114 launches from Earth to outer space by all companies combined. All of the technology, resources, and finances in the world will not do any good if you don't have the logistics to operate it. We will look to the ISS due to their logistical experience in manufacturing, operations, administration, maintenance, and provisioning of the station in low Earth orbit. The FAA and air traffic controllers have more experience in managing the traffic since, since we will have yachts moving into and out of the station at a much higher rate than the ISS. The mega cruise ship industry also has a lot of experience in manufacturing, operations, and maintenance of large traveling vehicles with this level of complexity. The traditional yacht clubs have experience in handling the operations and administration while dealing with the complexity of being responsible to multiple owners of a large facility. It's very important to investors their capital be protected by law. The United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs already has laws in place governing activities in outer space. The more famous of these laws allow only peaceful activities for the good of all mankind. Laws also exist for property rights in space. They protect asteroids, moons, or planets from harmful contamination while allowing for mining, manufacturing, and farming. Several companies are already pursuing these activities on asteroids, the moon, and Mars. There are insurance companies who protect property and casualty damages due to outer space activities. The standard maritime laws apply to ships at sea as well as ships and stations in outer space. With the success of the Orbital Yacht Club comes the opportunity to grow and mature while living in outer space. We will learn how to mine and manufacture materials in outer space, eliminating the expense of launching all the materials from Earth. As a result, we can build larger structures cost effectively. Starting with the Orbital Yacht Club and combining it with a mega cruise ship that supports 9,000 people, we create an orbital cruise ship. This shows the scale of the Orbital Yacht Club compared to the orbital cruise ship. Let's zoom out to see the entire orbital cruise ship. With a radius of 225 meters, we can create 1 g of gravity with 2 RPMs. That's unnoticeable to humans. The side view shows how each room is stacked together. These are 7-meter cubes stacked 3 high by 22 wide, providing a honeycomb structure, making a sturdy hull for the ship. This creates a controlled environment that is 1.4 kilometers in circumference, 6 stories tall, and 176 meters wide. That is 2.6 million square feet per floor. By enclosing the front and back with large domes, we can maintain 1 atmosphere of pressure in the middle, creating a 60-acre nature reserve on top of the 6-story hull. We can partition sections into separate climate zones to maintain different ecosystems found on Earth. We also have micro-G modules. These small ones for private use can be rented, maybe for a romantic evening with your spouse. The medium rooms can support groups of people who may create zero-gravity volleyball league. The larger ones can be used for manufacturing. Or can you imagine watching a zero-gravity Cirque du Soleil show? Then we have these large cylinders for lunar and Mars gravity zones. The science, training, educational, and vacation applications of these are invaluable. This is the founder of the L5 Society who proposed the O'Neill cylinder in the 70s. As you can see, it's very similar to the Orbital Yacht Club. Here's an animation of Kalpana 1 designed around 2013 by the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. It's a good example similar to the 60-acre nature reserve. You can see it has an expansive outdoor area to eliminate cabin fever. There are forests, trees, and other plants producing oxygen. There are farms, ranches, and zoos for growing food and raising animals. I envision these located inside these buildings for people, since our buildings for people are contained in the 6-story hull of the ship. So instead of these making these look like buildings on the outside, we can make them look like hills and mountains for parks where we can go hiking, biking, and skiing. There are pools for streams and streams, and lakes for swimming, fishing, and boating. And there are sports fields and amphitheaters for gathering, exercising, and entertaining. Then we can expand from a ship to a city. This is the vision for permanent human settlements in outer space I had 35 years ago. This one has a radius of 1 kilometer and is 3 kilometers wide. That creates over 4,600 acres for the nature reserve and each floor of the 20-story hull. Finally, we expand from a city to a metropolis by creating entire fleets of orbital cities in different sizes. Proliferating these fleets throughout the solar system will support billions, if not trillions, of people populating our entire solar system. Then we will set our sights on Proxima Centauri, our nearest neighboring solar system. By living in these man-made cities, we will protect our moons and planets from the biggest harmful contaminant of all, humans. This concludes part 2 of the presentation. Check out part 3, where we will show how to build this Orbital Yacht Club right now, including the design, architecture, and engineering. Be sure to like us on YouTube, post an awesome comment, and share it with your families and friends. Let's make this thing go viral so we can get the attention it deserves. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.